Hello, everyone. Thank you for tuning in. I am Jaylee. This is JLeesCorner. This is my review for the Ready to Love Season 3 Reunion Part 1. Okay, Part 1. I hope everybody's having a great weekend. I will have 2 lives up today. I'm doing Ready to Love right now. And after this, at 4:45-ish, I'll be doing Love at the Lockup. So please make sure to join me for that too, okay? I have new graphics and stuff. I like my new intro for the waiting room music and also my new rolling intro. I'm like, yay, newbie. Yes, I hit 25,000 JayBirds today. Yay! And stuff. Okay, I'm so happy and proud of myself for doing it. It took 4 years, okay, but again, I did it. And it's good. It's happening, whatever. So thank y'all for rocking with me this whole time. But let's get into this review of Ready to Love the Reunion. Y'all know to like the video, y'all know to relax, release, y'all know to inhale and exhale. Y'all know all of that. Okay, we're gonna move past that. Do not forget to also subscribe. Please, thank you. And also follow me on social media at J_Lees_Corner. And as always, and where the description box below and whatnot. Okay. But yes, I am here. Happy Saturday. Yes. Thank you to everybody for to rock with me, whatever. I want to get into this reunion because the reunion was really good. Okay, it was really good for it to be a part 1. Usually, part 1 reunions be kind of crappy. And this was not crappy at all. It gave us some insight to things here and things that I do feel like this reunion could have really been 3 parts. Okay, I feel like the first part should have been about people who went home first. Okay, who had foolishness all up and through. I'm like, why do we not get Troy down there and confront Troy? I'm like, it should have went in the order of the season, okay, into the seasons or whatever. But again, it was what it was. Now, I really wish I would have been able to get better photos of the fashions of it all. But again, they all came dressed one way or the other, some better than others. Okay, we have boom. This is Chrysanthemum and Stacy. I like Stacy's outfit. I do not like Chrysanthemum. Chrysanthemum's outfit is like a stage performance outfit. It's what you wear if you're on a stage performing. Because, you want to look like shiny from afar. But up close, I'm like, mama, it's a bodysuit, but I don't like it. Okay. To me, these outfits are made for performers, for artists who are on the stage. Okay. And from afar, it looks cute. But up close, it looks tacky. Okay, like wearing it somewhere where you're not on stage, it looks tacky to me. Okay, so I think she thought she looked cute, but she did not. Now, also, her wig was horrendous. Okay, horrendous, horrible, and all kind of stuff or whatever. I don't know who dressed her. I don't know who said, that's cute. It's like people take this. I'm gonna wear a bodysuit with a nude bodysuit under it or whatever, and it'll be cute. And it didn't work for me. Now, had this been in all black, it probably would have been better. But the nudeness, which is supposed to match your skin, it doesn't match your skin. We can see that you just wearing, Spanx bloomers or whatever. And her wig, I'm like, girl, what happened? Who said wear that? Do not trust them ever again in life. They lied to you. So again, I did not like the outfits. Okay. Next up, who do we have? Liz, Jason, Vernicia, and Joel. I liked all their looks. I really wish I could have found full body looks of more people, but I could not. I love this green on Vernicia. I love the blue on Liz or whatever. Jason and Liz looks happy. Okay, they look happy. And that's what matters. Okay, they look like lean into each other. His arm is around her. You can tell who's counting together, who isn't. But I believe they be. We then have the other side of the couch. Lord Jesus, this side of the couch is a lot to me. AJ's fake untied bow tie. Kyra's edits was look really good. Kyra's girl, look. Someone did Kyra's wig and they don't like her. Okay. Because anyone would tell you that when you have soft edges that, there's not too thick edges or whatever, you should not wear something that draws attention to the fact that your edges may be thin. And I'm like, whoever did her hair made sure that she looked bald on the side. Y'all see a little bit more of it better later. Amber, look, Chris's suit, I don't mind it because that looks like what he would wear anyway. It's busy as hell, but whatever. But I don't know who told Amber this was cute. This looked horrible sitting down. Okay, it looked horrible sitting down. And I always say you want your clothes to look the best when you're sitting in an interview. And I'm like, I don't know who told her, that was the thing to do. But I'm like, girl, bye. It was weird. Now we have a couple more folks in the back, whatever we see with them. I don't know their names or whatever, but at least we see David in the suit. David looks great in his suit, but his face to me looked like who he is, a mess. Okay. What's the girl who was it Andrea? Andrea looks cute. Okay, I'll say that. Now we see Khalil who was sent home early. I like his suit. Okay, I like the little plum of it all or whatnot. Let's get into Alexis's dress. I have a better look of her dress that they were posted online. So this is Venetia and Alexis in their dresses or whatever. Something about Alexis's dress I like and I also don't like. I think I don't like the busy shoulderness of the poof. Okay, I really would have wished it was less of a poof. I like the rest of it. Venetia's dress, is cute. It gives a lot of thigh. I wish it was down to the ground, but again, that's fine. We also see a close up or regular full version of Kyra's dress. I liked it, but I also did not like the fringe shit. Okay, the little fringe stuff I could have done without, but it was cute. It's like a flapper type dress, but I'm like, girl, I guess so. But again, I did not like the flapper little fringe on the ends of the arms and also on the leg part. We also seen her pose up with some of the guys, AJ, Christian, and also Dietrich first. The guys, for the most part, all look dapper. But again, I do not like AJ's, I'm going to have my tie look like it's not tied. AJ gets my damn nerves. I'm going to leave that be. But now this is a picture of Amber's dress standing up. Amber's dress standing up makes sense. Okay, the arm makes sense. The snake thing that we seen here, this right here, doesn't make sense. I feel like, why did she put a snake there? Like, who said add a snake? Like, no one, you should never want to add a snake to your arm to sit down. It does not make any sense. Here, this looks cute. This looks amazing. They both right here look amazing. Okay. I don't know what, this was. I was just confused. I was very it looked like two totally different dresses with Amber. So I'm like, Amber, someone told you wrong and stuff. Okay. But again, those were the most fashion pics I could get because again, nobody was out here, posting their stuff. I put people's pages and try to find better photos of them. And I found what I could find that was what it was. But let's get into the actual reunion and stuff. Okay. But do y'all have any comments on the look? Let's see. I wish Venetia's dress was full length rather keep it sleeve. Yes, I do wish her dress was long, fully. Okay. Not burn the scarf. I hated that AJ was always wearing a scarf, and I guess he replaced the scarf with that damn fake bow tie. Okay, Kyra's wig looked like her hair wasn't braided up underneath. It looked like the edges was missing, and like it was weird. Okay, it was weird. Kyra's dress looked like a robe fringe. It did. A nice robe, but it was what it was. Alexis was smart for all that dress. Yeah, I didn't mind the long train of it all. I just didn't like that one arm that was the big poof. The big poof was what did it for me. I was like, no. I need too much poof. Too much poof on the shoulder. Okay. Khalil did look much, much better. I completely agree. David's suit was nice. David's suit was nice and tailored to his body. Okay. I like that. Andrea, not the cat lady. Amber was the worst dress on stage. Well, no. Well, yeah, it was. The outfit did not play well on stage. But again, I liked the dress standing up, the full length of it all. Okay. Venetia's dress was too short because when you have to consistently pull the gesture, yeah, but again, I don't think they all realize how the look has to work sitting down. Because you can take all the great photos you want standing around or whatever. What we're going to see is you sitting down in that dress that may not look that well. Alexa's dress was following her I got the vibe she was going for, but didn't work out for her. I didn't mind her dress, but again, it's fine, fine, fine. But let's get into the episode. We found out within the reunion that Tressa was not there because she tested positive for COVID. Okay, she was at home. She did like a little video in, to say that, but she did bring up how she's doing good. She is still single. Okay, but she's fine, fine, fine. And I do wish they would have at least asked her experience on the show, which they did not. I'm like, well, just because she's not there, I mean, you can talk. Like, we've done things virtually for a whole year now, so I'm looking like there was no reason to just kind of, phone her in a little bit, but then not mention anything about how she felt on the show. But again, that's on that bullshit. So they get into Chris. They got into some stuff. I was like, we don't care about, what brought folk there. I'm not getting to the couples or whatever. But when it got to Chris, asking Chris, why did he come back? Oh, I wanted to be sure that I didn't do things the second time around how I did the first time around or whatever. You know what I'm saying? I found Amber, whatever, and I like her. Now, he brought up how, girl, the snake. Girl. It's like, does she want to be a genie in a bottle? Does she want to be Aladdin? It's just so I like her makeup and her hair though. Her makeup and her hair looks great. Is the dress? It's the snake is around her neck too. I'm like, is it, girl? What is wrong with Amber? I'm like, what is going on? Like the update of the up close of the girl. Chris don't like you because Chris let you come out on TV looking a fool. I'm like, Chris, why would you say, baby, maybe not put the snake around your neck? Okay, maybe not do that. Okay, you may not want to do that. I'm this girl, I can't anyway. But Chris brings up how, he kind of noticed Amber doing the brunch around day 2 or whatever, and how she was, a person he liked, how she was just different or whatever, based on their conversation. So he, like, in the back of his head, he kind of knew he liked her, he vibed with her, whatever. And then she brought up how they just had a genuine connection. And when they would talk or whatever, she never had to question what he was saying to her. It was, honest, this and that or whatever. And they both said that currently today they are still dating. Okay, they keep communicating with each other, whatever. So they're not a couple. I don't think they're a couple, like boyfriend, girlfriend, or whatever. But I do think they're dating each other, and I don't think they're probably dating other people. But again, it didn't give me full fledged. I love him, T, or we together, T. It gave we're dating. We at least are dating right now. But they do look happy. Okay, I know Chris just celebrated his 43rd birthday. Cause I saw his IG how he posted how Amber gave him a gift. It was just like, I feel like they still like teetering on, let's see if we really want to go full throttle. Okay, or whatever. But I'm like, girl, I just don't. It's the snake. Okay. It's so weird. I just don't get it. I'm like, who said that? Who said put a snake around your neck and on your arm and come on national television? Okay. I was like, other than the snake, I did not mind her look. I'll say that. Anyway, they get on Kyra and all the men want Kyra. But it's like, I don't think all the men consistently wanted her. For us, the viewers, it seems as if that one time all the men picked Kyra or whatever. And so it's been kind of her versus Alexis. Okay. And this is what I mean by her sides. Her, girl, look, I just want to this is how somebody don't like you. Because her edges just, it's like a no. I would never in my life be like, yeah, make my edges look like that. It's like, no, you want to cover up if your, hairline may be back a little bit. And I think whoever did her hair did not care. They did not like her. They said, fuck you. And your girl, no, I'm trying to find a photo of her where I was like, ooh, no, ma'am. Boom. Because I felt bad. Okay. Because you wear wigs or whatever to make your, if you have trouble areas with your hair, you wear a wig to fix all that. And I'm like, this made her forehead bigger. This made her edges look like there were none. Okay. And it's a real, like, that's not an invisible parts. That's a thick ass, Noah's Ark, part the Red Sea parts. I just feel like someone did not like her. And I would have never went out with this wig. Because again, I don't think her edges are that bad in real life. But it's like somebody peeled her buffing cap back and left it like this, and I don't know why. But I was like, girl, why? Because her wigs during the season were better than this, so I don't get how you prepare for a reunion. Okay, you prepare for the reunion, and this is what we have. So whoever did Kyra's hair did not like her, did not show her a mirror, or it was too late and they waited until she was like out on things. Like, oh, girl, now look at it. She's like, oh, no, okay. It needs to be plucked and customized. She was wearing it like she was gonna take it back to the store. Oh, Lord Jesus. Okay. She slapped the wig on and walked, honey, it's something. Look, you can't look. It feel like somebody peeled her motherfucking muffin cap blue. Okay, that's what it look like. And it's not look. And I'm not trying to tease her. I'm saying someone did her a disservice. Okay, because ain't no way you see this. You know this looks good. I like that my wig is back further. Okay, because again, it don't make no sense, and I hate these weird, sideways parts. Like the wig was supposed to be in the middle, and she moved it to the side. It's like move to the side, right? And I'm like, no, don't do that. Please don't do that. Okay, please don't go away from me with this wig. Okay, it just isn't. I just don't get it. I don't It's like is it the lining of it? Okay. Is it a parallel line? Is it horizontal? Is it vertical? I don't know. I just feel like whoever did her hair don't like her, said, baby, don't go to that store no more. It's like, it was a customized wig. Is it lace? It can't be no lace. There can't be no lace. I'm like, girl. Yeah, and then, yes, it's tucked behind the ear, which makes me feel like this wig was supposed to be centered. Okay, and she moved it sideways. Okay, a whole little U-turn wig or whatever, and that is why it looks so ridiculous. Okay, it looks ridiculous all up and through, and I'm not gonna let it go. Okay, yeah, she needs Venetia's hair, the girl, somebody, and I'm like no one. They could have at least. Oh, it's the wig from the season. She been wearing the whole wig. Really, Abel? No. Well, that's the problem. You can't be out here recycling wigs you wore a year ago. Okay? Just don't do that. It's a U-turn wig. Because she turned it sideways. You turn it sideways, you turn it left, you turn it right, but you don't leave it in the middle. Okay, that wig should have been in the middle. And she turned it. Okay. Okay, let me move on because I don't want to keep ripping this girl. It's like, oh, I'm so sorry, y'all. I be trying not to be mean, and I'm not trying to be mean, but I feel like whoever did her hair don't like her, and if she did her own hair, she don't like herself. You can even see where her real hair is pushed back, like probably in a ponytail, where like you can't be sticking your hair back and then just putting the wig on top of it. No, girl, I just can't. I can't. And she can't either. But let me get off that lady, get back to her and Alexis. So, they asked her, why do all the men pick Kyra? Okay, why they pick Kyra? And I'm like, well, does it matter? Because Kyra left single. All the men picked her, and she picked no one, and only AJ picked her, but even he don't matter, whatever. But anyway, Kyra, like, I feel like the being like me or whatever, it put a target on my back with the women, and it also caused, or was he said it was the cause of the breakdown between me and Jason. And when she said, Jason was like, how the fuck did I get in this? They didn't call. To me, it was weird. I felt like she said on the show that she felt like Liz was the reason, or something happened that made them like have a breakdown. I'm like, no, he got tired of your bullshit. Okay, all of your bullshit. Now, Tommy then asked Alex, like, what do you think about this? Because Alex was the one saying that she felt like Kyra was out here, whatever, just wanting to be seen. Okay, she had some motives or whatever. That was other stuff. And how Kyra came playing Monopoly, Honey, Chess, and Checkers, and Sorry, Connect Phone, probably playing all the games, okay? All the games was from Kyra, just trying to make it to the end. And I'm like, I feel like that's true. And the fact that Kyra won't admit that, it did seem like her whole motive was, I want to get to the end. I want to make sure that if all the guys like me, some kind of way I'll make it just to the end. That is how it came off with Kyra, but also that's how it came off with AJ. Okay? Honestly, truthfully, if you want to ask me. Anyway, right, she's still trying to figure out how she lost Jason. And it's like, why do you keep including Jason I think the men not liking me or liking me, cause, me and Jason, I'm like, that ain't what it was. Jason started focusing on Liz because you was having all the men focus on you. You weren't trying to focus on one person, okay? That's the issue. But I'm gonna leave her alone or whatever. Anyway, and when Kyra like, well, don't question me. It's like, well, yeah, that's true. You can't make it seem as if she made them pick her, but you put interest in all of the men in one way or the other to make them want to pick you because then you wanted to get to the end. That was your thing. Is what? Yeah, Jason, the host, they kept panning to Jason because he's like, how the fuck do I keep getting in this? Like, what do you mean? That this has caused us to stop. Like, what? What happened? Girl, I was like, okay, fine. Anyway, and Tommy brought up how at the end of the day, the women knew about the shifts that the guys picking Kyra because someone was talking. Somebody was talking from the men's lounge to the women. Now, we're like, well, who was that? Who was saying shit? Who was it? Okay. Now, we do see during the commercial, Kyra's upset because she feels as if people were saying that she was the one out here being messy or the one trying to only play the game or whatever, when in actuality it was more Ron who was doing bullshit. She heard that Ron was the one telling each lady after the men's lounge meetings or whatever what was going on. And she also brings up how Ron tried to date her before they were on the show. I was like, so let me get this straight. You knew Ron before the show. You also dated AJ, and Ron tried to date you. How did that not come up all season? How? Did that not come up? Oh, I'm like, how was that? I was like, what? What? Really? He tried to date you. And I'm like, yeah, I was shocked too because I just feel like if you were brought up how broke AJ was, back in there, whatever y'all date, why would you not bring up that Ron was trying to date you before the show? Like, that's the whole storyline. I was like, girl, it's so something about me feel like Kyra be on bullshit. And Kyra really wanted to just make it to how far she could get on the show based on whatever or whoever. Because you got all this smoke now, but I'm like, what was all that smoke on the show? But I'm going to leave her alone too. Now, they get to Christian and Khalil and to Ida and Andrea because, they were gone early. So with Khalil, who again has a nice suit or whatever, he brings up how he really wished on the show that when he dressed different or whatever, and how he would have had more time to be different. But I was like, whatever. He brings up how he's been talking to somebody, from the show. And I'm like, well, who the fuck is it? It was Ida. So Khalil and Ida have been talking and dating. Okay? Talking and dating. I'm looking like, really? Because she was a lot on the show. So he did look, he looks great here. But to me, this is the point of they send people home too fast sometimes. Because sending someone home on the first impression does not help anybody find love. So I hope next season, Mean Girls, Ida, true, he picked the same kind. But it's weird. Amber playing Ryan, sorry about the choosing, but Ryan said on something that Amber's lying. I don't trust Ryan as far as I can throw Ryan. Ryan be full of shit. Ida was a lot on reunion. Well, I've only seen this one part. Oh yeah, she was. Because when he mentioned they were dating, what? We did not discuss going public. I'm like, bitch, it's a reunion. And he made a great point because she said she asked him earlier about them coming out as a couple. And he said, well, no, let's wait. He said, because he wanted to wait until the reunion. That made sense. You want to wait to the reunion so that way it's a big surprise. No one wants to know before the reunion who's dating. So he made complete sense and said, I thought we could just do it here. And her wanting to be upset, to me, was her wanting a moment. Okay, but I think she knew she would not have a moment at all. Because it seemed like they're not really giving anybody who were assholes in one way or the other in the beginning, their little sit on the couch. I think, again, it should have went in the order of who. Part one should have been who went home first and why. That could have been with Khalil and Christian, with Ida, whatever. Troy needs to sit on the couch. my opinion. But again, I'm like, whatever. But she was being extra, extra, whatever. And I was like, girl, just stop. And I like how they did not allow her to kind of keep talking. Okay, let's move on. Yeah, she was being very dramatic. Okay, I was like, sit down somewhere, Ida. You have a good looking man and he spoke highly of her. Thought she's great with this. She's great. She's beautiful, whatever. She's wonderful. He gave her great compliments, whatever. But she was up there rolling her. I'm like, why are you on your eyes? Why are you upset that he claimed to date you and he wanted to let everyone know, let the world know, Craig, that y'all are dating? Like, that's a good thing. But again, she just wants attention. Anyway, we then get to Christian. Okay, Christian and Andrea, whatever. Christian brings up on for him, um, he was too relaxed on the show or whatever, and that he was talking to somebody from the show as well. He talking to Andrea, cat lady, and she looked shocked because she said that we haven't been on any dates. Okay, so they've been talking like via text or phone or whatever, but have not went on dates. Whereas Ida and Khalil have been on many a date. Like they're dating like they're dating or whatever. But they were just talking on the phone. And so they all encourage Christian to ask her out, which he does, and she says yes. I feel like I won't say weirds, but I don't want to say weirds. They're both quiet like people or whatever, like reserved people or whatever. So I do think they may work out. I do think I agree. I would not call her the best dress because somebody said the best dress. I think we see it. I would not say she's the best dress. However, I do think she looked the best. I think she had a great look. Her dress is cute or whatever, but I could not find a full look of it or whatever. But she did. She looked good. She looks good. And I feel like the way she said, yes, of course, made him feel better because I think he felt like I can't ask her out. She may not like me, whatever. So it's a good thing to see, them to, work on out. Yes, odd. I like the word. They're a bit odd, but odd in a good way. Not like in a good way, whatever. I do think he needs some confidence as well. But again, I think, if they, work out or whatever, and I really want them to do a Where Are They Now with all the people from all 4 seasons or whatever to see who dating who, what I'm saying? Something like that. But again, it was cute to me. Anyway, that was what it was with them. Now let's get on to Ron. Where's my Ron graphic? For me, it was a lot about Ron and Alexis. You know what I'm saying? Ron this season slowly exposed himself as the asshole we knew he was in the beginning. Okay. We see all the things he did from beginning to end or whatever. Especially how he was, going at Alexis when she was able to send him home. And I like that Tommy, made it clear, like we have never had a man talk to a woman that way in all 4 seasons. I'm saying that is on some bullshit. However, Tommy, I will say, on one season, it was a dude who was fussing at a lady. I think it may have been the island one or whatever, but I forgot what season it was. But there was one other time where a guy was completely disrespectful to one of the women on the show. And it was discussed on the show, and I was aggravated then because it was not fully, he didn't fully accept the fact that he was wrong. So I feel like maybe Tommy's point this time, okay, the last time it happened, we did not fully check him. And so we're going to check it here. So I love that he checked him fully. Like, you was on bullshit. Okay, you should have never talked to her that way. We need to protect our women, especially our black women. We need to do that or whatever. When Ron then said, yes, Chica, yes, that's who it was. Chica was going off on, I think it was the comedian girl, that one season or whatever, and it pissed me off. Okay, so again, it happened once before, so I'm happy they made sure to handle it better this time or whatever. But Ron brings up in his defense that the reason, he said that, she should have been smart was because she should have been smart about AJ. Okay, because AJ had been like ignoring her the whole time and only showed interest a week before the elimination or whatever. And so He said that's what he meant by, you should have been smarter. And it was like, no, that's not what it was. Even if that's what he meant, how he said it came off as, you should be keeping me. He came off condescending. He came off rude and disrespectful. Like, it was like, you can't even act like how we all took it wasn't how you said it. Even if you had other means behind it, what you said was, you dumb for not keeping me. That's what it was. Okay. Now, I took it how he said it, and what he said was I was dumb and it was some bullshit or whatever. And then he goes on to say, well, I'm sorry about the part I played, you know what I'm saying, in that. However, I felt like I kept getting jabbed or whatever. We both have to be held accountable. I said, accountable for what? What do you want her to be held accountable for when it was you who was talking to her like she wasn't shit? You told her she couldn't offer you shit. Okay? It's like, what the fuck? And yeah, I get it. He was trying to save face. Who have said that? Madame. He was, but I'm like, you can't save yourself trying to make excuses. You can't save yourself when you was fully in the wrong. You did something wrong, own up to it and move on. But to try to say, oh, I felt like I was the one being jabbed, jab, jab, jab. It's like, but you still went about it wrong. You're a grown ass man. Okay, sir. He then brings up and says how Alexis were not they were not each other's like tops. They were each other's bottoms or whatever. And I'm like, well, what does that matter? Because you told Chrysanthemum that Alexis was your number one. Well, I meant at that time. I'm like, he was backtracking, pussy popping, dick popping, sucking. He was on all kinds of stuff to get the wrong words out of his mouth. I'm like, sir, stop. Just stop. And then Chrysanthemum brought up a great point. I was surprised he sent me home because, again, I met his mama. I was like, what? So this fool had Chrysanthemum meet his mother, but then sent her home. Okay? So it's like he has a habit of making someone feel like he liked them a lot and then lets them down. He had her meet his mom, but then sent her home. He then was talking with Alexis or whatever, but brought up how she wasn't in my top. She kept like an AJ or whatever. And then at the end of it, he did. I just seen it. He threw Amber in her face. So he has a habit of wanting to build them up and then break them down. Okay, it's like, bruh, no, not today. Not today. And not Amber. Alexis brought up how she's sorry that he did that to Chrysanthemum because, like, I didn't know that she met his mom, and even well, it wasn't that big. No, anyone meeting your mom is a big deal. Okay, and it's like he was doing things just to keep somebody on the hooks for no damn reason. I'm like, what? And we said, right, because she was around the corner. She only met my mom because she was in the area. I'm looking like, bitch, no. There are plenty of people who's around my mom. They don't meet her. I'm like, right, turn off the lights. And it's like, yes, he's a petty Pendergrass. All up and through. It's like, what is, look, Ryan, and this is why it aggravated me that after he did that to Alexa, after he told her, off or whatever, how she still was like, taking his word of how he was dating Amber, whatever, to heart. I was like, no, you can see he's clearly a liar, a full-fledged liar. Okay, they then get on him kissing Amber. Okay, and the whole thing with him and Amber. And Amber said, hold up. Not on my watch, not with me, not today. And no, not in my house. She was like, no, you're not going to do that. Because it was complete bullshit. So we see the scene of him saying how I kissed Amber, I went on a date with Amber, whatever, as he said it to Alexis. And how in the confessional scene, whatever, he brought up how I'm going to keep dating her and I'm going to win Amber over Chris, because I'm like, what? How did Chris get in this? And I'm like, oh, so Ryan's crazy. Ryan is a fuckboy from fuckboy hell, okay, who we should send back to the pits of the devil. Send him back down there. And I like how Amber was like, you're not gonna lie on me. No. We may have kissed that one time, but that was really it. He then said, well, me and Amber Amber was always in my top three, and we have been on many dates. Okay, we have been on many dates. She said, "No, we haven't, Ryan." Okay. Well, we've been on a couple dates. She's like, "No, we haven't, Ryan." He said, "Okay, we've been on, we've been on one date." I'm like, it went from top three to many dates to okay, 2 dates. Okay, it was one day. I'm looking like, right? He's lying, like he's lying at. He could not come up with one real thing, and the fact that Amber didn't even really have to defend herself to say, no, that's not true. He's like, well, okay, okay. It was one day. It's like, right. So you went to Amber. No, you went to Alexis and made it seem as if you were dating Amber behind her back. And now on the show, as you're lying more, okay, it's like, no, Ron is, yes, Ron is stupid and he's a habitual liar. He's a pathological liar. He's all of the above. Okay, he is all of, yeah, he totally exposed himself completely. Okay, now what do y'all think about Ron? Is Ron batshit crazy? Ron said a few, some, okay, one. And it's like, right, he went from point A to point Z in like 2 seconds. Okay, Ron said, right, it's like, what is it? Yes, he's from the pits of hell. Okay, pits of the hell. Okay, Ron was like number 5. No, it was just, what is wrong with him? I just can't. I can't. He probably forced that kiss. Look, I told y'all the same way that we felt like Jason forced Liz at first kiss. Even though it wasn't. I feel like Ron took the liberty to kiss her, and she just did not react. Okay, she just not. It was what it was, and I think from that moment, okay, I can't be around him. Okay, right. Anyone who dates Ron after this is a whole fool. Unless you want his bullshit or whatever, let that man be. He's batshit crazy. Ron is just like David. Yes, in a different suit. Okay, I think the only reason Ron didn't lie about how. Right, we're gonna talk about it in 1 second. He's dating. The life is over. Over. It's over. It's over now. It's over. It's over now. It's over. Sorry. Okay. Anyway, yeah, I think he's crazy. He showed his true colors. And right, did he really think that Amber was going to say, you know what, let's let him lie. We a few dates, many dates, kissing, all that. It's like, no, she's like, no, you're lying on me, and you ain't gonna do that, not today. And I like that she stood up for herself. He's full of shit, okay? And Amber brought up how, he's been on bullshit the whole time. He lied about Alexis on the date thing. He lied about them on many dates or whatever. And she's like, I feel like every woman here probably has some kind of story about how you lied to them too. And I really wish they would have asked each woman, did Ron lie to you? What was your Ron lie? What did Ron say to you? And they would have all had some kind of story. Okay, I was like, oh, he just kissed on my goddamn nerve. Ron was trying to throw air. Yes, this tossing all up and through. It's like, no, we're not having it. Okay, Ron's full of shit. Completely. And then backstage, during a little break or whatever, we see Ron talking to Ronald. I mean, no, Ron talking to Ronald. He probably won't talk to himself. Ron talking to Jason. And you can tell he's mad because he's exposed. And he brings up how, well, Alexis cheated on him for. I'm like, how the fuck did we get back to Alexis? So Ron say Alexis cheated on him first because she kissed AJ on that double date when it was AJ and Alexis and Jason and Liz. He like, she cheated on me that day. I'm like, how did y'all wasn't a couple? She didn't cheat on you. So he felt like, you know what I'm saying, I had the right to do whatever because she cheated on. I'm like, what is wrong with you? Okay. Now we then see Amber on stage talking to whoever else, whatever, and she brings about Ron was the main cabinet causing issues. Like Ron was causing issues between the women, between the men, and the couple because he was telling people stuff, about whatever. So Ron was basically a bone collector, whatever, a bone collector, a bone stealer, a kiss stealer, a asshole, a liar. He's one you do not want ever in life. Ever in life. And I feel like everyone saw it fully on this episode. Okay. Because again, you can piece together shit that may not work, but you piece it all together and it's like, oh, he was really out here like on some bullshit. It's like, yes, he was. And Jay said, look, Ron, all we all can do is own up to what we did wrong or whatever and leave it at that. Because Ron wants to make excuses as to why he did what he did. But I'm like, leave that be. So we have a segment of them talking about the men being vulnerable. That's great. Let's move on. That goes into the whole freaking frat thing. And that I feel like this was a conversation that I was not confused on, but I felt like it was like I don't feel like it was a double standard. I like that the men of the season was vulnerable, whatever, crying, whatever, and had a brotherhood of bond. I get all of that. Cool, cool, cool. When they get on freaking frag with the Stacy and Chrysanthemum, again, this girl, if I was a king of the forest, is cowardly lying. Girl, I be confused about who told them to come out like that. Because no one should ever do that, okay? No one should ever be like, you know what? Go look. I just feel like no one would have looked at that wig and said, you know what? Yes. Yes. And I know I wear a bun every day, but I wear a bun to keep my hair protected, okay? Because I'm looking like I don't have time to be looking like a mess. Okay? I no longer get my hair pressed. I don't get my hair. It's natural. It's up. It's fine. Sometimes it's curly on its own, but it's never this. Okay? And so for me, I was looking like, ma'am, no. But she had bad wigs on the season. So we know this is not the same wig. You know what? This could be the same wig as curled. I'm not sure. But it looked horrible. It looked matted in the girl. I'm gonna leave that be. I'm not y'all girl, look, do not be on if you can't afford a good wig, just don't go on television. If you can't get a good wig or just have your regular if that was her regular hair and its regularness, I would not have any issue. I have no issue with your hair. It's naturally, you know, whatever. That's fine because your hair grow how you grow. I have issue with people who buy wigs that look stupid and they look a mess. The reason I know without her hair was one scene they showed it, and girl, you could see it wasn't hers. It wasn't. It was not from her scalp. Okay, not from her scalp. I don't know who scalp was from, but it wasn't hers. Um. Anyway, they get on freaking frack. Okay, and they bring up how they don't know why the men had an issue with their friendship, and I felt like um they were ignoring the fact that the men's issue wasn't that they were becoming friends. The men's issue was whenever y'all were together, whenever there was a group, whatever, it was always y'all two as a group of friends. The men who had bonded as well, when around the women, it was about their friendship or their bond. Okay, but with Chrysanthemum and Stacy, it was always about freaking frat. It was freaking frat. It was always that. And I think we have to know you can be friends with somebody, but when you're in a competition for a dating show, you have to separate that. You should not be even talking about how close y'all are, because y'all friendship don't matter at this point. Y'all friendship matters to y'all, yes, that's fine, but y'all should not be, oh, we're freaking frat, y'all. It's like for what? For what? It was weird to me. Let me see some comments. Because I can't see sometimes. Freaking frat highly disappointed me with those wigs and weaves. Chris still rocking these cat suits like she in the club in Miami. I agree. I don't think that was her hair at all. One thing many things play to have in common is light skin, pretty privilege. Light skin, pretty. Okay. I can see that. I can completely see that. They annoyed me too. I felt like neither one of them wanted to address the fact that they did not come on here, in my opinion, to find love. They found a friendship, yes, but once they found that, like, it was like, okay, it's us, and us is we. And when Stacy brought up how, no, AJ said how the issue was at one point, it felt like if they, because all the men at one point liked both ladies, okay, but it got to the point where it felt like if they liked one, it became a thing between them, the ladies of, well, who does he like more because he talked to me first? And so at that point, they did not want to talk to either woman because there was a competition between them. And I agree with that. They put their friendship into the game. The guys did not. The friendship among the guys never really came out on camera except in the men's lounge. Y'all was at the masquerade ball talking about your friendship. For what? 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 Girl, bye. And so Stacy bringing up how it was a double standard that the men could bond, but the women could not. Again, it was how y'all proceeded to make your friendship a part of the show that made it an issue. But I'm gonna leave that be. Now Stacey said she dating somebody now, and Christiana said she dated a few people. Okay, well, fine. I feel like let them be. I don't think either of them have changed. Nothing. Okay, but I was like, whatever. Chrysanthemum, no, that's why Stacey and Chris was shocked when they was sent home. I agree, because again, I don't think either of them. They're two pretty women, and that's it. You know what I'm saying? I do feel like a bit of what Ron said was true of how they, or at least with Anthem, is like surface level, whatever. But I mean, whatever. Anyway, because I'm like, I don't care. Next for them, we get on AJ, Kyra, and it was the threesome heard around the world all day, all day. Okay, so Tommy asks, how did AJ go from kissing Alexis or whatever to sending her home? After keeping Kyra. And the fact that he then said, oh, the same way other folks did. And why I got the point in him saying that, how, people had liked somebody and kissed somebody, whatever, and they had to go home. I'm like, no, the way you made it seem like you were really pursuing her, but you then sent her home, to me was already bullshit. Now, he also brought up how he had already kissed Kyra at the time that he had kissed Alexis. But again, AJ, just like Kyra, in my opinion, was trying to make it to the end. Okay. And I feel like he was kind of blaming Alexis also liking Ron as the reason as to why he did not want to keep her. Okay. And Alexis brought up how it wasn't even the fact that he kissed her that day. It was the fact that he was like, you know what? I kissed her, whatever, and I want to be her. So like, it was the fact that he looked me in my face. He looked me dead in my face and said he wants to seriously pursue me. So for me, that was the issue, okay? And it's like AJ, yes, AJ is another Ron. Completely. Completely. Okay, because it's like, why are you making it seem as if it was anything to do with how Alexis was that was the reason in her home? You sent her home because you just didn't like her. And you used her, in my opinion, to keep yourself there longer. I do feel like Alexis did like AJ. I don't know why she did. I don't know why she did. I feel like Alexis is a bad picker because her first person she kind of picked was Troy. That was fucked up. She then kind of liked Ron. That was fucked up. And then AJ. That was fucked up. So I do wonder if she picked the same type of men she's always picked in the past. Because these all were three bad people for her. She deserved better. But again, that's what she chose. So even though AJ brings up how he was, genuine with each lady that he wanted to, date or whatever, but I felt like you were still full of shit. And so he brought up how I sent her home because, she still had Ron in her top choice. And they were like, yeah, but Ron had already went home. Like, even if she had liked Ron, she sent him home. This fool then said, well, yeah, but, she only did that because of the conversation or whatever. And then she only let him go because of how, like, the little spat and whatnot. But I'm like, but at the end of the day, she still sent him home to be with you. Okay, so boom. She did lose it, and she also lost Jason. Yeah, I forgot about that. But I don't mind AJ saying he had a better connection with Kyra, but the fact that he said I had a connection with Kyra and I did not want to be Alexis's rebound from her not being able to be with Ron. I'm looking like, but you was Kyra's rebound from Jason. Jason picked Liz. You were supposed to send Alexis home, not Alexis, Kyra home, because you at that point had picked Alexis. You kept Kyra, who only came back to keep trying to pursue Jason. So not only were you not you tried to send somebody home to not be their rebound, and you came out of rebound. So you reap what you sow. Okay, you did play with her emotions. You was on bullshit with Alexis. Point blank, period. Okay, but again, he wanted to be there until the end. Now, Ron bring up how when he kissed Alexis or whatever, the connection between them changed, whatever, because her kissing AJ made her feel differently about him, and so she was not really into Ron that much. AJ then asked Ron, "Well, you said earlier that I was, I treated Alexis bad. What do you mean by I treated her bad, honey?" Ron was like, "Oh, this is my moment. This I have the one thing that's true, whatever." He said at my house one day off camera, a party was going on or whatever. It was all there. And, I was walking her to her car, walking Alexis to her car, because she was leaving. You came out and said, "Hey, we haven't had time to hang out or whatever. Can we like chop it up?" Alexis then came back in the house, waited 2 hours. Waited 2 hours for AJ to whatever. AJ was downstairs with the guys chit chat. He left Alexis sitting around for 2 hours because he said let's chill out or whatever. And I would see that he so in Ron's defense, can't be saying that. In Ron's defense, he was right in saying you were dumb to keep dealing with him. He made you wait 2 hours at my house. Not at his house, at my house. You waited 2 hours at Ron's house to talk to oh my girl. I would have never kept pursuing AJ at that point. Because at that point, you don't even care about my time. You made me wait, girl. And I was with the fellas hanging out downstairs. I'm looking like you, motherfucker. AJ ain't shit. Completely, he ain't shit. Yeah, she was waiting she was waiting, I don't know if it was a bedroom, but she was waiting somewhere to talk to him. Okay? I don't know why. I don't know why. I don't look out. I feel like we're gonna find out eventually why, whatever. But again, it was crazy. I was embarrassed for her too. Look, I'll give someone 30 minutes. I'll give you 30. At 30, I'm leaving. Matter of fact, no. If I was leaving the house and you then caught me back in the house, why would you not start talking to me then? You don't get no time because you asked me to come back. AJ should have walked her back in the house and started the conversation. AJ is a whole fuckboy. I hope after a reunion, because your son ain't shit, Mama AJ, not shit at all or whatever. Now when they get on AJ and Kyra, he brings up how he changed his mind last minute because of something in the time he said. He's still a lot about, you'll know who your woman is when she walk in the room or whatever, and it'll light up. Something like that. And that was Kyra for him. I'm like, well, you picked the wrong light. Tommy asked Kyra, like, why did she choose herself after AJ kept her instead of sending her home? Well, I love hearts, and AJ and me had not spent much time together. Not that I had knew that me and Jason wouldn't work out. And so I chose to focus on AJ. And when she said that, Jason was like, what the fuck is she talking about? And I felt like you were trying to get Jason up until the end. You never felt like you and Jason would not work. I'm like, you was lying. Up here lying. Okay. Because again, you kept talking to him. So at what point did you know, okay, I'm not going to work out things with Jason. So let me focus on it. That never happened to me. But whatever. So she brings up how she wanted them to keep dating after the show to get to, just better, acquainted with each other. I didn't have an issue with her wanting to keep dating him after the show. I didn't have an issue with her saying that she did not want to commit to them being exclusive. I didn't mind that. What I minded was she kept blaming, I just don't know you that well. It's like because you only wanted to get to the end. Period. And that's my opinion of Kyra. She wanted to get to the end. She wanted to be able to want to say, I choose no one. I think she feel like she won the game. She did, but whatever. So she brings out they were good or whatever after the show. That they were talking or whatever, dating and whatnot. They weren't a couple, but they were dating. She had a trip planned for after the show, and the trip happens, and while gone, she kept talking to him over the phone, and she got back and got a call from Alexis, okay, that Alexis and AJ were then dating. I'm like, what the fuck? So my first question was, why would Alexis contact Kyra about dating AJ? To me, that was weird. Cause I'm like, if the show's over, I don't know. Anyway, so at that point in time, AJ is dating both Alexis and Kyra. And Alexis said she did not know he was dating Kyra. Kyra said she did not understand why he started dating Alexis because while she was going on vacation. To me, that didn't make any sense either. I was like, for what? For how? I don't know. His point was, well, I was single. You know what I'm saying? Me and Kyra were not in a committed relationship, so I was able to date whoever. And I was like, that's weird. Now, the reason they were going out, Alexis and Ada, because Alexis DM'd him, asked him, like, was anything that we did, was any of it real? He said, yes, it was. Well, like, I care for you or whatever, and I want to take you out on a date for your birthday. And so they went out for her birthday, was hugging and kissing, whatever, taking photos together, whatever. So again, they were dating. And then for some reason, she told Kyra. Okay. And then I was like, to me, it was messy. It was messy, messy boots. We were rooting for you. We were rooting for you. Messy as always Messy always wanted someone, right, to one up somebody. I feel like, let's see, Alexis contacted Kyra about dating AJ because she was trying to be petty and feel like she won the prize. AJ is no prize. He isn't. He isn't at all. But yeah, again, my whole question was what made her contact Kyra. To me, I wish someone would have asked that question. Like, because it's like, what was the point? Like, I don't think they were friends. You know what I'm saying? So that was weird to me. But I was like, whatever. But when Tommy asked AJ, because again, at this point he had been dating both women. Okay, well, AJ, who do you want, to be with or whatever? When he said, well, what I do know is, you know what I'm saying, it won't be Alexis. I was like, why say it like that? Like, why say I know it won't be Alexis? I'm like, why not to say Kyra? To me, that was a dick at Alexis. I'm like, AJ's a fuckboy. I just know he's fuckboy. It's fuckboy all up and through. Now with him and Kyra, whatever, I like that AJ said that he always wanted to pick Kyra. However, Kyra did not pick him. But I feel like he knew that the day that he was gonna send her home, and he asked her who did she pick, and she still couldn't pick him. Which is why he said, "Okay, when you going home." But you think to you all, she's never picked you, even when you were going to send her home. That's on you. But he said, I wanted her to pick me. She did not, but she kept wanting me to be wherever she was, or she wanted me to be where she left me. So you don't want to really be with me for sure, but you want me to be like waiting around to keep dating you. I do feel like that was true. She wanted her cake and wanted to eat it too. But again, this it's just messy. It's just messy shit. It's just messy, whatever. And so they asked Cairo, do you want AJ? Does he want you? Do you want him? I don't know, And so of course it goes off. We'll get her answer. Reunion part one was a messy all around. Let's see a couple comments. I'm gonna log because I have lock up coming up in 15 minutes. So let's see some comments real quick before I log off. They were both wasting spots. Yes, I agree. Ada needs to spray with boy repellent. Alexis probably sent the kissing selfie to Kyra and everything just getting insecure. I think Kyra overplayed her hand. She thought she and Jason private conversations solidified them as each other's number ones, but wanted to make it to the show, girl. But wanting to make it to the show's end, she said she's undecided and lost Jason. She did. She played too much. It was and Andrea. Okay. I agree with that. With Adriana and Khalifa. What's the name? Girl, I don't know. They made from last season. AJ was worried about Kyra. He was. That part I can agree with. Kyra and AJ, neither one of them are victims of anyone else's shenanigans. They are the victims of their own shenanigans. Y'all both played yourselves. Okay, it's weird to me. Alexis desperation overrides common sense, and that's not good. I won't say desperation, but I will say this. I think she played the game as if she was dating herself. She may be that loyal and that tough loving, but these men wasn't, and it was just kind of bullshit all around. Um, Cairo seems very similar to his mom, strong-willed and independent, and willing to take his pretty boy bullshit, even though he says he doesn't want a woman like his mom. That's what it was given. Honey, I think he just wants himself, truthfully, because it's stupid. Kyra like to be chased, girl pick a man. Yeah, it's like you wanted to be chased, but you can't want all the men chasing you, and you kind of just wait to figure out well who she had too many options to have left all alone. I'll say that because I think again her motive was I want to make it to the end. So I don't say she didn't have to pick anybody, but when you knew none of them were who you wanted, she should have left. But no, she wanted to win the game. A.J. Statement was accurate, but he wanted her to chase. He wanted her, so chase her or leave her alone. Honestly, I did not like any of those hoes except my Jason list and they're two good humans. I agree. Kyra wanted Jason, but she wanted to play games. It was a lot. It was a whole lot. What y'all need to do, okay, is like the video, okay, immediately. Because y'all been watching me for over an hour, okay? It's 287 y'all in here and only 96 likes. Please, you know what I'm saying? Go ahead. Hit the little thumb. Hit the little thumb. Okay? Go ahead and do that. Please and thank you. Thank you very much. Anyway, this was a good part one of the reunion, in my opinion. It was great. I want to remind y'all that we'll be. So this says Monday. The date has changed to Tuesday. So Anila will still be on Jamie's channel, but it'll be on Tuesday, not Monday. I just don't have the updated graphic just yet. So Tuesday, interview with Anila on Jamie's channel at 9 p.m. Eastern. And then on Thursday on my channel with Ashley from Put a Ring on Season 1 at 9 p.m. So again, Tuesday with Anila on Jamie's channel, and then Thursday on my channel. Great time for you all. I will be live in 10 more minutes for Love at the Lockup. And I will talk to y'all then. I do hope part 2 of the reunion will focus on the other couples or whatever. I really hope it's a 3-part reunion. I really do. There's enough left over for them to need 2 more parts. And it can be real juicy. Okay? Real juicy. Okay. Anyway, talk to y'all in about 10 minutes. Love y'all. Y'all know my rule. Y'all know the rule. Do not send your cooch via text. Okay? If he wants it, he will come and get it. Period. Okay? Peace.